Hey guys, welcome back to Vampyr. I'm your host Rune, and today we are going to be continuing on with some of our quests. One second though, let's go into our questy area here. We got some investigations going on. We definitely, before we want to kick off doing anything more, is we saved this guy in the last episode, but we don't have the cure for headache, which is very unfortunate for him. But we have yet to talk to him. And we have yet to talk to, where's the, right here. We have yet to talk to everybody over here, guys. I really kind of feel that that's kind of important, to do all the dialogue, to talk to everybody, to investigate, get more investigations going on, unlock all their blood quality stuff and everything, and maybe potentially prey on one or two of them. So without further ado, we already know you, Miss Hawkins. But we need... There's Sean. We've already talked to those guys. There is... okay. That lady. Oh, we didn't get this in the last episode. Nice. And let's go ahead and... Oh, that's unfortunate. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys are liking all the series and the stuff that we are doing, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Come along with me. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You can hit the notification thingy bell to where you'll get a notification to where whenever I put something up. Although I'm pretty sure that's not really a problem, as a lot of you guys are liking what we're doing, and you guys are watching. So, anyway, okay. These people are unknown. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I not? Investigate citizen actions. T. No? Citizen actions. What? What in the devil are you on about? What was the one button again to eavesdrop? They're at a different part of this area. They're inside, so we must go outside. But first, let us go, I believe... no, wrong way. The other guy is in the docks area kind of place. So we'll go over here, getting all turned around. Yeah, we got to talk to that guy, talk to these people. Here we go. Oh, wait. I hear heartbeats all erratic. But that's okay. Alright, anyway.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be...
You seem rather young.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Indeed.
Thank you. And you are? I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Ah, well. Let's investigate.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself? I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future. What made you choose to be a doctor? I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Wow, fanboy.
I'm honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Okay.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can. This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Quite right, good chap, quite right. Tell me about your experience.
Technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours? I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental. and unsuccessful. As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail. You're not the first one to warn me. But I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Indeed. Quite right. Okay, let's go back. What? Can I not click on things? There we go. Is my mouse being super non-sensitive?
What
do
can
this.
you tell me about the Pembroke? Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion. Do you need help with anything in particular?
Let's inquire, shall we?
Yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished. Do you want me to play the errand boy for you? Oh, no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need. I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Indeed. Amazing new investigation. That is what I'm talking about, guys.
Optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times. I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science. Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation. True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Indeed. All right, let's go back over here. Personal questions.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Yes.
Harvey Piddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him. What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point? Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Ooh. Tell us, Mr. Fiddick's story.
Diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident. But why would he hide such crucial information from us? Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence. This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality.
Indeed.
You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral. I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient. Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake? All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears.
Quite right, good man.
Biological machine.
I like this, Dr. Strickland. Very, very, very worthy young man. Let's
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Let's move on, shall we? We got totally some cool knowledge there, that is for sure. And there's Harvey right there. Let's go and meet this chap here. You remind me
sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
of an actor.
I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Oh, this
I'm
guy.
Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Wow! Indeed.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get.
Indeed.
You'll agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Let's be civil, shall
There's
we?
no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Wow.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me.
Indeed.
I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical
Indeed.
methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
That's interesting, guys. This really kind of makes me want to have popcorn while we do this.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war
This
just like
guy.
you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only
Indeed.
want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Let's go with
This is
this.
ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see, that is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
How is that? I'm gonna punch you in your face. You like that?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Indeed. Indeed. This guy is just a royal prick. There's just no way to get around that one.
We'll talk later.
Alright, so, now.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Indeed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and
Let us
Ackroyd,
delve into this, guys.
they both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Yes.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work. and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I
Indeed.
won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Ah, okay. So let's go to...
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Wow.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, no. That's tragic.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
All right. Well, we have learned a few things.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps.
Ah.
Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Oh, crap.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Oh, it's kind of
Sorry for your loss.
really tragic.
So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Oh, well.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
Crap, guys.
See you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Well, that just gets me all a bunch of feels. So what is that? Do you see that?
I cannot enter.
This door is not locked. Interesting. Let us say hello.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Quite right. But first, a word about your intrigues. Let's see. There we
What do
go.
you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is
Quite
there
right.
something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Wow.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
What is that crap?
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick.
Indeed.
Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
I agree. Miss Hawkins.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Alrighty, let's go with...
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Quite right. So, personal? Nope, all that stuff's locked, guys. Okay, so that's it. Now we go talk to her son, then. And see what is the matter with you.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I didn't... What?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I wasn't talking to you. Like, seriously. I went over to you, and we hit F.
Good evening.
There we go.
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
Let us see.
To talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Okay. Let us see.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir.
This is true.
Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Let's do this
Why did your
one.
mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Well, that's a very nice mother.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Okay, well, we won't do that then. So we already did that. I think.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Okay, yep, that's the same. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on.
How...
So painful.
Right here.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what we wanted to
Good evening,
do.
Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Yep, okay. So personal questions. Let's figure this out.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Ah, okay. Well, that was the last bit. Okay, well, good.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
So let's V him. He's fatigued. So don't we have... I think I can craft some. We might have to do some crafting later. Okay, so who is next? I think out here. That guy. We've already talked to him.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor, too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay, so we can trade with him. Interesting. Let's go over here. So,
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
indeed.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing.
Ah, that's
Sadly, very rarely happens.
that's a point.
Why
Kind
close
of morbid.
the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Jeez.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view.
Interesting.
And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Ah.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous
I hope you
place.
guys don't mind all this investigational stuff.
Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
But it's definitely, you know, this is very much like Witcher 3 investigatorial stuff, like totally not like Shadow of War at all.
Have we
So.
met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh, sore spot. Thanks, man.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Indeed. Okay.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Well, that's a point.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
I
Yes.
agree.
But the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. but I like to think otherwise.
Interesting philosophical character this guy is. So, okay, let's go back. Let's see what he has to trade.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Okay, so let's read all this stuff. So, I'm curious. Okay, so I can sell. Stuff. Okay, we have all that stuff. And we have one treatment for fatigue, which is what I was checking before. I didn't know that I couldn't cure that one guy. I'm going to have to see. Or I have to go back to him real quick. Let's go back over here. So he's got all of this. So it seems like just mats. So this guy has mats. Okay, so that's cool. Alright, guys. So that's a thing. We got opium again, too.
It's locked.
Oh, here's another. Your city needs you. Volunteers make the difference. Anything over here? No? Okay. Alright, so we got that all situated. Now, let's go back over there. I want to see if I can cure that guy's fatigue. If you know what I mean. Because we have the fatigue. Oh, look, loot. Nice. We have the ability to heal this man's fatigue. So let us see if we can
Good evening,
heal him.
Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, so I can press F for details. Aha! And then do that. Right?
I have to go now, sir.
Oh,
But
right-click
don't
does not do
hesitate
it.
to contact me if you need any help. Good evening, Mr.
Hold on. Okay, F. Cure. Do I have to hit E?
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
There we go.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
There. Did we unlock anything? Nope. Let's try over here. Nope. Okay.
I have to go now.
Alright. So we healed him. He's now recovering. So that is good. I feel like a doctor now. So, second thing that we have to do before we leave this kind of area is we have to confront Mrs. Hawkins, or Ms. Hawkins, for she was charging people.
Good evening.
So let's stone her, shall we?
Dr. Reid.
Personal questions. Nope. Let's go back to life in London. No, wait. Hold on. You can't do that? I was going to chastise you like hardcore. Okay, well, fine.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Whatever. We won't do that. Okay, so then that means we got to come up here. And we got to go down near the docks. Because there are two people down over near the docks, I do believe. So, yep. Yep, right there. There's Oswald right there. And Oswald and then another guy. So, let's go this way. And then we will proceed onwards to somewhere else. Although, the Whitechapel place, when we went over there, it was like, there was like a level 18 ghoul, dude. Can we not? Go around. Oh, what the deuce. Ah, okay. Well, let's go talk to this guy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet
Yes,
And
I
you
did do
are?
that.
you. Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Ah, well.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Ah.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Yeah.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Jeez. Man, I could not imagine.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Ah, battle buddies, guys.
You are always
I miss my battle buddies. Maybe I should give them a
As a
call.
former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him?
I will most
Doesn't
certainly.
usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Indeed. Let's go over here.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
Probably
Happened
the
last
dead
year
bodies?
following an artillery attack.
Yeah.
I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies.
Yeah.
Vermin eating your flesh.
Man, that would be messed up.
Oswald. He found me and saved me.
What a very nice chap of a friend you have.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of
Let's go find Oswald. He should be down over here. Hey, buddy.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss. But to me, it smells like the purest mountain air.
Well, isn't he just, you know, let's ask that
Do
first.
you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital. I can't stand being closed in. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
I can relate. Sometimes crowds and stuff freak me out.
Why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event.
Indeed.
Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Hint failed? Oh. Can we do it again?
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk
Let's
about
see if we can get this right, guys.
Take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
Okay,
As
so
a soldier, you're expected to
oh
My God, you're...
no. Okay, so that's a thing that we just encountered, guys. So I guess if I screw up,
try to take care of yourself.
I didn't think... I know he was buried. So I thought that maybe he had soldier's guilt because he was talking about all the doctors, you know, poking and prodding and stuff. Man, oh, that just upsets me so much. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our looks here. Yep. Okay, so guys, we have got everybody identified. We've conversed with everybody. That looks to be like the coolest thing ever. Now, unfortunately, what we have to do is we got to go over to Whitechapel. But you know what, guys? We have spent the episode talking and investigating everybody's whereabouts, and we're all out of time for today. So, just a lot of story, a lot of background, a lot of, like, you know, interesting dialogue choices. Don't make the same mistake I did with being soldier's guilt. I'm probably going to go with the bodies, as a recommendation for you guys to try out, just mainly because, you know, he pulled up his friend from being buried, and, I mean, claustrophobia, I kind of have it when I'm in tunnels and stuff like that, just because my brothers used to hold me down under, like, blankets and stuff when we were younger, and, like, you know, be kids, and that caused me a real kind of constraint issue, so I don't really like to be held down, so maybe I'm going to go with that, and it's going to be like oh man, that means like a childhood thing. I don't know, guys. It's crazy. The investigatorial stuff is like super cool in this game. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming out with me. Just to kind of like wrap up the dialogue and everything. This game is so intense with all of the different dialogue options and everything. And see, like, you know, let's go over here. See, like, we have these 3 areas, and all of these people here, and all of these people here, they all have interesting and unique stories and fleshed out lives and everything, and it's just such a cool experience to just kind of walk through the streets of London during a great period of history. Well, it's not really great, like, here, like, people are dying and stuff like that, but I mean just, like, the historical significance of after the Great War and, you know, the plague and, like, all this other stuff is just, like, super kind of cool, and it's, like, really kind of neat to have, like, this fantasy fiction vampire-y game kind of like laced with actual history and stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.